Hello everyone and welcome again to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host Rob Bentley and thanks for tuning in. We've got a busy show. We'll recap the final game of the 2012 football campaign. We'll check in with Bulldog hockey and we'll talk volleyball on today's show. First up, Bulldog football, and joined by assistant head coach Rob Zeitman, the offensive coordinator for the Bulldogs. And coach, welcome to the show for the first time.
Thanks for having me, Rob. Appreciate it.
This past weekend, the Bulldogs playing their final game of the 2012 campaign, and I know there have been some big wins this season, and obviously a few you'd like to have back, but what a way to finish the year, a 32-31 win at Northern Michigan, and just an exciting game to be a part of. Yeah,
we seem to have a flair for the dramatics, but you know, it was good to go up there. It's never an easy trip when you cross the bridge and go to the UP, and to end the season with a win for those seniors really meant a lot to our team and to our staff, so it was a good win for us.
Your kids have been pretty resilient all year, fought back from some deficits, and again, Northern Michigan, a quick start in this ball game, but your kids found a way to keep battling back and pull out a big win.
Yeah, it's exciting. Coach Anise likes to say, when we're up, we're down. When we're down, we're up. And, you know, when we're winning, we're really losing. When we're losing, we're really winning. And, you know, they did. They got up on us early, and our kids fought back hard and finally sealed the deal with about 9 seconds to go.
Let's go to the highlights of Saturday's game, playing inside in the Superior Dome. And what was the environment like playing indoors?
Well, it's a great facility. It was a little different. We were able to get up there early and see some things and be able to work on the kicking game. There you see Tarico making a nice gain, a little double option play here with Jason Vanderlaan. They were able to acclimate themselves early, which was nice. You see Jason up the middle here for a touchdown as he makes a nice move on the secondary. They were able to really kind of get their feet squared away on them, particularly our defense, and made some really good plays throughout. There's our defense making a good play there. Jamal has a nice jump cut there for a touchdown with a vertical move, and it was good. It was good to see.
We talk about the play of Jason Vanderlaan, established a GLIAC single-season record for most rushing yards by a quarterback, and certainly a great performance by a redshirt freshman running the offense.
Absolutely. He did a great job for us all year long. He had to shoulder a big load. Did a good job. You know, he played behind a pretty good offensive line. You know, Trevor Smolinski, the lone senior starter there, did a great job for us. And really, you had a bunch of kids who just accepted their roles. Dwayne Williams did a great job for us all year long as one of our leaders. You had a couple of running backs who were kind of interchangeable parts as they'd come in and out. And really, you know, you got to see some team football, which was nice to see.
This field goal here gives the Bulldogs a 1-point lead. Unfortunately, Northern Michigan runs back the kickoff, but your team, again, just keeps battling back against the Wildcats.
Yeah, we were undaunted. No matter what they threw at us, you know, we were going to have an answer. We've been through that before, and kind of goes back to the way we practice and prepare. You know, we do it out in the elements constantly, and you know, we're always working through whatever hand is dealt us, and you know, we did it last Saturday as well.
Defense came up with some big plays. Again, Brad Iskow establishing a school single-season record for tackles for loss. Unfortunately, a pass interference call there, but talk about the defense and how they played.
Defense played great. You know, they had one of their better performances of the year. Statistically, they held them, you know, to menial yardage, particularly in the second half. They were able to get off the field, which is great. Jaime Barrera had a great game for us, as did Mike Elias with that interception that you saw earlier. Here's the final drive, as Corey Ringer takes the screen off the left side, and you know, but our defense played really well. They did.
You got the ball back with 3 minutes left and had to drive 93 yards, and fortunately your kids were able to do that. You get a touchdown from Jason Vanderlaan to Jake Lampman in the back of the end zone, and then here a big call, a 2-point conversion. You go for the win, and you're able to get into the end zone.
Yeah, it was a great effort by everyone, really. I'm sure the kids were a little nervous, but Tarico took the ball over the right end and took it in, and all was good after that. So we took the last lead with 9 seconds to go, and then defense held on from there.
Was there any hesitation? I know as the offensive coordinator, you're on the headset with Coach Anise. Was there ever any doubt that you were going to go for the 2 rather than kick the extra point and go into overtime?
No, I think everyone was lockstep behind Coach Anise when he had made the decision. The decision really wasn't made after the touchdown. It was made prior to that, where you know, he was kind of set where we were going to end that game right there, then and there, one way or another. You know, we'd come out with a couple of different calls. They used a couple of timeouts to try and figure out what we were going to do, and you know, fortunately, it worked out for us in the end.
What's it mean for the Bulldogs to be able to pull out that win inside the Superior Dome, sending the 17 seniors out with a victory in their final game, and building some momentum as you go into the offseason?
Well, I think for the seniors, first and foremost, It gives them the best record they've had since they've been here. We wanted to deliver that for the seniors as a program, as a team. That was very important to us. Moving forward, it just gives us a springboard. Everyone felt much better at the banquet yesterday. Had we lost that game, it would have been a miserable affair, but it was really nice to be able to honor those seniors one last time yesterday and move forward to the offseason with some positive momentum. We finished the year 4-3 in the GLIAC North. Coach Anise always talks about comparing apples to apples and using that GLIAC North record. And we were one game behind Saginaw Valley, who finished at 5-2, and then there was a pack at 4-3, and we were right there. We were picked to finish 6th in the GLIAC North at the beginning of the season, and I think our kids play with a little chip on their shoulder to show people that they were much better than that. And hopefully in the end we were. We'll see. We got a lot of work ahead of us for next year, though.
For you, what's this past year been like as a high school coach? Obviously, a relationship with Coach Anise and being a part of his staff here in this first season with the Bulldogs. What's this past year been like for you?
Well, first of all, I'm thankful to Perk Weisenberger and Ferris State University for hiring me, and Coach Anise also as well. But it's been a nice transition. Kids are kids, and it's great to build relationships, with the young men that we've come in contact with this year, and I think we'll have some lasting memories with the seniors, and hope to build even more memories with the underclassmen. But it's been a lot of fun. It's a very intense atmosphere, and one of the coaches yesterday referred to it as every day is 4th and 1 when you're dealing, with our program and the way we operate. But it's been very rewarding, a lot of fun for us.
The Bulldogs offensively scored on the first play of the season, a 73-yard touchdown pass against St. Francis. You score on the final play of the season and get the 2-point conversion, and truly, really one of the great calls that I've seen in my time in Bulldog football history and in GLIAC football history, and certainly an outstanding play that's going to go down for some time.
Yeah, the name Tarico Searcy, I guess, will forever be emblazoned on the season. And, he's a guy who came in, he's a new guy, and for him to, have a little ice water in his veins and catch that ball as wide as he did and take it over for that 2.5 yards for a touchdown, or for a 2-point conversion rather, is, it's a big deal. And there's a lot of people that made that play happen, and a lot of plays in between. And I think it's a good start for us. Of course, there's some disappointment. There's some disappointment in the way we finished, and certainly we felt that the GLIAC North was deserving of at least one, team to represent us in the NCAA playoffs. That didn't come to fruition, but we're going to work hard and try and be that member of the conference that represents next year.
Bulldogs finished the year with a 7-4 overall record. Only the second time the Bulldogs have won 7 games in the last 10 years, and certainly a good start to a new era under head coach Tony Anise.
Well, we're excited. We're not satisfied. We're excited. We have, a lot of respect for the opponents that we played, particularly, within our conference and that meat grinder of a schedule that we went through. And, I guess we're, gluttons for punishment. We're looking forward to it next year as well.
Well, Coach, best of luck as you enjoy the offseason, and I know you're going to be hitting the recruiting trail hard, and looking forward to another year next fall.
Thanks for having me, Rob. Appreciate it.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.